Hi everyone and welcome to Villa Borghese. This is one of my favorite spots in Rome, even though the weather today is not the best. Anyway, today I'm going to give you 5 useful tips if you plan to travel to China soon. If you already know, if you already follow my channel, you probably already know that last year I've been to China and I spent there 6 weeks and I had some misadventures. So I want to share with you these tips in order for you to avoid what happened to me there. And stick with me because tip number 3 is going to be super important. As you probably already know, if you are in China, you won't be able to access social media that we usually use, like Instagram, Facebook, and so on. So in order to access them, you need a VPN. But in order to access internet in general, you need to either have a SIM card or with data on, or use, of course, the Wi-Fi. And the first tip is about this, about the SIM card, because you will see the ads everywhere talking about the eSIM card. That is very useful and is very handy because with the eSIM card you can just install it on your phone and you basically have no issues with data, and you don't need to rely, you don't need to buy local SIM card or rely on Wi-Fi. And yeah, we all agree about the benefits of the eSIM card, but what is not mentioned, sometimes not at all, is that the eSIM card doesn't work for all the phones. So not all the phones support eSIM card, and that means that if your phone is not doesn't support eSIM card, you cannot use it, of course. So you are basically you cannot rely on this. And this is what happened to me. I actually had this issue when I was in Russia. So when I was in Russia, before going there, actually I was thinking, oh, I will download the eSIM service and I will get the eSIM card, and in this way I won't have any problems with internet there. The thing is that I realized just like one day before going to Russia, I realized that my phone doesn't support eSIM card, and I was surprised, and I didn't expect this. So it was a bit of an issue to find some other way to get the internet, but anyway, at the end I managed it. The point is that not all the phones support eSIM card. Keep in mind this is very important. So before traveling, check always that your phone, if your phone supports eSIM card, you can do it very easily. Just like if you choose whatever service you choose, you just go on their website and there you can find the list of the phones that they support. So make sure that your phone is included in this list. Tip number 2 is linked directly to the tip number 1, and that is in case you don't have your phone doesn't support eSIM card, you can buy a local SIM card, a Chinese local SIM card, and actually they are very affordable, and for less than $15 you can get enough data to survive for 1 month in China. So definitely buying a Chinese local SIM card is a very good option for internet, and again it's very affordable. And there is a curious thing actually, that you can use WhatsApp if you use a Chinese SIM card. I don't know why this happens, but yeah, it's like this. So when I got my Chinese SIM card, of course all the other apps were blocked, like not apps but all the other social media, I couldn't access them, but WhatsApp I could use it only for text. So yeah, that's I don't know, I don't have an explanation for that, but this is what it is. And tip number 3, that's the one that is very important, is about VPN. So Of course, if you want to access your social media, you need to use and once you solve the issue with internet, then you will need a VPN to get access to them. And yeah, first thing first, you need to install the VPN if you don't already have it before going to China, of course, because otherwise, once you are once you are in China, it will be extremely hard to install VPN, because of course all the access to all the websites that are VPN related is blocked. So you need to get a VPN before traveling to China. And this is second important point. Be careful of what type of service you use, because actually I use the NordVPN. That is one of the most famous VPN services out there. It's basically all travel creators talk about NordVPN. But the thing is that NordVPN doesn't work in China. So I had, because of this, I had several issues. It was I basically stayed one week without without access to even my personal email, because NordVPN didn't allow me, didn't work in China. The censorship, like the Great Chinese Firewall, that this is big, very modern, sophisticated system to block websites, is very strong. So not even NordVPN managed to break through this block. So keep in mind that at least last year, I don't know now, so do your own research, but yeah, just keep in mind that NordVPN probably it's not the most reliable VPN you can use for traveling in China. Okay, there are other services. At the end, I use the Let's VPN that works perfectly fine for me. It costs around $2 per week, and it was I could install it on my phone and on my laptop, and it was perfect. So yeah, be careful, keep this in mind, because this is extremely important, because otherwise you install NordVPN on your phone or on your laptop thinking that it will solve all your problems. Then you arrive to China, it doesn't work, and it will be extremely hard to then find a new one. Okay, because again, once you are in China, you don't have access to your Play Store, you don't have access to your email, to nothing. Okay, so this is a very important point. And this is in front of me is the smallest cinema in the world, and yeah, it's in Rome actually. So it's very curious, but yeah, we have here in Rome the smallest cinema in the world. And wait, I will show you if I find. I will show you the Guinness World Record. Oh yeah, it's here, as you can see. So yeah, anyway, getting back to our topic, let's keep talking about China. So tip number 4 is about the payment system they use, the payment app, that is Alipay or WeChat. I use mostly Alipay, and it's very convenient, it's super useful. You can do many things with it, not only paying, but you can also use it, you can create a QR code that you can use for transportation, so you don't need to buy every time tickets. You can just scan your QR code, and it will be super easy then to go on to use transportation. What else? So it's a very important tip. For this tip, I want to give you this tip because Again, you can pay in China with either WeChat or Alipay. When you use the taxi, it's better to check with the taxi driver what type of payment app he or he probably use, because depending on the app they use, then you might have some problems, because actually WeChat can give you some issues due to the fact that with WeChat you cannot pay account, you cannot transfer money to an account that is to a private account. Okay, you can transfer money only to business accounts. So if the taxi driver has a private account, uses his private account for receiving the money, WeChat most probably won't work. Okay, and then it's if the taxi driver doesn't have Alipay, then it will be a problem, because then you need to find, probably if you don't have cash money with you, you need to find some ATM, so you need to withdraw money. And I mean, it's not really, also not all cards, so you cannot withdraw money in the ATM in China, at least if you don't have a specific cards. So it's it's not a really pleasant situation to be in, especially if you are in a hurry, or you need to go somewhere and you don't have enough time, and you arrive at that destination and then you have this issue, and it's not really something you want to be in. You don't want to be in this type of situation. So it's really important, check with the taxi driver, or otherwise you can just use the Didi app. That is the app they use in China for taxi. To call a taxi it's like a Uber, and of course then in that case it's much easier, because you just need to pay on the app and everything is much smoother. But in case you don't use the app, or in case you just I don't know, just finding a taxi last minute by yourself, then check with the taxi driver what type of payment app they use. And it's now time for the last tip. I just go a little bit further, because otherwise the music is too loud. So tip number 5 is about the language, actually. So when you will go to the restaurant, if you don't speak Chinese, and if you don't know how to read the Chinese characters, then it might be hard, of course, to figure out what you are going to order or what you're going to eat, because in many places they don't have the English menu, and in many places also they don't have pictures, so you don't really know what you are going to eat. But to make your life easier, you can just use Google Lens. That is that's you can find it on your phone easily, and you can scan whatever it's written on the menu, or in whatever place. It doesn't have to be a menu on a restaurant. It can be also something else, whatever sign or whatever. And if you scan with that and you tap on the button translate, it will translate it for you. So of course the translation is very bad, but at least you can get the meaning and the main meaning of it. So yeah, use it. I didn't know, actually I already knew about Google Lens, but I never used. So when I was in China, it became very helpful. And this is the end of today's video. Hope these 5 tips will be helpful for you if you plan to travel to China, And if you already been to China, let me know in the comments if you what was your experience and if you had some issues. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Peace.